This is the story of how I delayed an entire week to get done a homework. So how everything started. Everything started because I had some tests coming up. So my mother thought, oh, it's actually like probably good to get some extra math classes. So basically then she did that, and then I did that for like every day, not every day, like every Thursday, and I was going there, okay, pretty nice. But there was one day that she gave me some homework. It was not like the first time, but on that day, you know what's gonna happen, you get what I mean? So yeah, she gave me the homework, and no problem with that, okay? Like I have an entire week to get it done, you get what I mean? But yeah, the first day I don't get it done, I probably just, as I get back at home, I'm probably like just playing video games or something like that, you get what I mean? But yeah, I basically have an entire week to get it done. But then tomorrow, basically the next day, I did not do it, you get what I mean? And it continued to be like that. And then in the last day, which was Monday, it was afternoon, but I still didn't do it. It was not very difficult to do it, but and then I went to dinner with my family. I still hadn't got it done, you get what I mean? And then it was 9 p.m. and then it was 10 p.m. and I was like procrastinating, saying I'm going to do it at 11 p.m. I'm just watching some YouTube videos. It's 11 p.m. and then it's midnight. It's midnight and I began doing the homework. Okay, yeah, okay. I tried to get a little bit excited and motivated, just listening to some music while doing the homework, you know what I mean? But there's one problem that I didn't know about. Okay, this was kind of a new exercise that I was doing. Basically, that was the homework. I basically did some new exercise that I had never done on math, and she gave me some homework to do about that specific exercise. But the problem was, because I had a whole week to do it, I started doing that basically a week after. So basically I don't remember how to do that. So I'm like, I try my very best. I think I did it even a little bit, but I try my very best. And to prove that is because I stayed there for like an entire hour. So basically, I tried my very best. It was 1 a.m. and I was like, yeah, bro, it's just better for me to sleep because I have to wake up early, like 7 a.m. So yeah, I thought even to maybe wake up kind of early just for me to try to do that, but I don't remember if that happened. But for what I remember, it didn't happen. But yeah. So in the next day, yeah, when I get there, yeah, I just have to say to her like, I didn't have enough time. You understand? You get what I mean? And then she basically said, yeah, okay, I understand. You get what I mean? Probably in her mind, she was like, oh, so lazy. But then, yeah, I got back at home and I was like, yeah, okay, finally I have no more stress, anxiety about having to lie. You get what I mean? But then she told my parents, and my parents got to know that, and they were like, oh, why did you lie? You get what I mean? And it was not like she just said that because she thought that I was lying. I think she was always saying if I was doing the homework or not, you get what I mean? But yeah, a lot of people talk about like, I am very lazy. I think like you have to be extremely lazy to do what I did. Like it was like not super difficult. It doesn't take you that much time to do the homework, you get what I mean? I was just like extremely lazy, you get what I mean? But yeah, these days I completely changed everything, you get what I mean? So I basically created a 3-step plan that I promise if you follow all of this, everything that I'm going to tell you in this video, bro, you're basically going to stop being lazy, okay? And why should you trust me? Basically, I'm someone like these days can wake up like, I'm right now waking up at 4:30 every single day, even in the weekends, you get what I mean? I don't play video games, I'm not playing Netflix, I'm exercising every single day, and I'm working at least like 4 hours a day, like basically in the first hours when I wake up at 4:30. For example, I have a YouTube channel. This is like the second YouTube channel. I'm even posting another YouTube channel. I already posted like 250 videos, which is kind of impressive for a YouTuber. So yeah, this is just like some ways, some proof that I am someone that is productive now, you get me? So you can trust me. So yeah. So yeah, let's start with the first step, okay? So the first step is discover what you want to do. So I remember that I always wanted to be a YouTuber. It was probably about, I think it was 9 to 10, I don't know, but around there. Always wanted to be a YouTuber. And yeah, I tried my very best. My very best, probably not the best words, but yeah, I remember that my first channel, I started posting, not very consistently, but I tried. And then, yeah, that was when I was kind of more young. But then I got like to 11, 12 years old. I created some channels, you know what I mean? I remember to create a channel about anime editing. It's called MV, something like that. And then I did that as well. Like, I remember to do that for like a 30 minutes consistent, 30 minutes, not 30 days consistently. Basically, I was posting like one video every single month. And then even remember to post some shorts there. And like one got like 13,000, correction. And yeah, and I even tried to do another thing, which was like some short, funny shorts. You know what I mean? I had my inspiration for that was some Brazilian, I think it was a guy called El Casinho. Kind of cringe to say that in the English pronunciation. But yeah, it was like a funny, he still makes funny shorts, you know what I mean, with some funny stories, basically. And yeah, I did like for like a month consistently as well. And yeah, I remember even to post even like some shorts, kind of like some shorts like this, like kind of more. No, one specific was kind of more like cringe, but yeah, I did it and it kind of got like 4,000 views, both shorts. And I even tried to do like some funny long form videos. What I did more, I did a lot of things, you know, I tried a lot of things. But the first time that actually I could get consistent on something was when I had like a clear thing that I wanted to do. Because okay, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but it's still not clear enough. The first time was not on YouTube, it was actually something else, which was making music. So yeah, my goal was to make music. And you can say, but you didn't know the enough type of style. But when I was doing music, I had kind of a clear thing. Okay, make music, just do this and just make better beats. No. On YouTube, I was like, it was not clear. You understand? It was just not clear enough. You got what I mean? So that's when I started just like to do more, to not procrastinate it much, to do more work, to do that more. Because when I was doing YouTube, it was just not super clear. So I just didn't know exactly what to do, and I used to change my mind a lot of the times. So basically what I'm trying to explain here is for you to know what you want to do, but in a clear way. Imagine you're walking to the restaurant, okay? And then the waitress asks you, okay, what you want to eat? And you say, I want to eat food. I want food. It's not clear, you got what I mean? I know it's kind of a weird analogy, but it's basically that. It has to be very clear. A lot of people, I want to do this, but it's not very clear, you know what I mean? Especially on YouTube, like just, I want to be a YouTuber, you know what I mean? It has to be more clear. Okay, so how do you find exactly what you do? Okay, so how do you find exactly what you want to do? The clear thing, not I want to be a YouTuber, but to be a YouTuber that makes videos about this or this specific style. It's an extremely simple answer. Okay, you just have to try out a lot of things, and don't stop trying out, because I tried out like on YouTube quite some times, but then I would stop. You have to try until you find exactly the thing that you want to do. And the thing is, you can't just like try out and then stop. You have to try out until you find exactly the thing that you want to do. Okay, and just go all in. Okay, I think I want to do this specific style. You do it, then you're going to know afterwards it's the things that you want to do. You know what I mean? And just to make sure that you don't stop because you're not motivated anymore. You know what I mean? Just stop if you think that's not the thing that you want to do, really. Okay. So that's what I did. You get what I mean? Now that I'm doing YouTube, I actually like already have like on both channels that I have a clear thing to do. You get what I mean? It's very clear what I doing, what I want to do. You get what I mean? Because a lot of people say, I want to do this. You get what I mean? But it's like sometimes not very clear. Sometimes even it is. You get what I mean? But sometimes it's not even like the topic exactly. Or if it's you want to do YouTube about this or whatever. This is just YouTube is just an example. But sometimes it's not even clear the type of test that you're going to do or whatever. So it's just good at whatever the thing that you're doing or that you already kind of have the desire to do, that it's just like more clear. Okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly. Because once you do have that, because when you don't know exactly what you want to do, it's so easy to be lazy and to not do it. You get what I mean? So this is my first advice, okay? So find right now exactly the thing that you want to do. The way you're going to do this, just right now, for 30 seconds, close your eyes. Right now, I'm not going to close your eyes, but you're going to close your eyes and think about, okay, this is the thing I want to do. Close your eyes, okay? Okay, this is the thing that I want to do, okay. So, okay, I want to do this, but what exactly about this that I want to do? Think about it. Okay, maybe I like this, I think it's this thing. Let me try out for like a couple days. That's it. You can open up your eyes again. Bam. It's just thinking. You just have to think. You just have to not be lazy. Like basically, for you to stop being lazy, you have to stop being lazy so that you can stop being lazy. You know what I mean? Because if you're too lazy to the point that you are lazy and you say, but I don't know exactly. If you don't know exactly, you maybe know a little bit. So try it out, and maybe you're going to know afterwards exactly what you want, or it's going to take more time or whatever. But find that out, okay? The second step is to set a goal. This is kind of similar to like knowing exactly what you want to do. It's kind of similar, but yeah. So I remember like my first kind of goal was not very clear, the goal, but goal was basically to become rich, okay? I remember like, I think it was like an influencer that was like basically, he was like, he's very popular, not very popular, he was very rich basically, and he was like, write down the paper a message to your older self of who you want to be already. And I remember that I wrote down something like, I wrote down the date of the day, and then I even wrote down, okay, I want to be rich and live with my friends in the United States. And it was kind of like for I think the next year that I wrote down. So I remember to read that like probably a year after and be like, I'm still not rich, you know what I mean? But yeah, I remember to have that goal, you know what I mean? And it really helped me, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to take more time, but it's like, I didn't have like the most clear goal, but that goal of I want to make money, I want to, it's like I had a goal, you get what I mean? Because once you don't have a goal, it's kind of like, it doesn't help you that much. And what I want to say here as well is that it helped me to have a big goal, not just a goal, but like a big goal. Because when it's like kind of like a small goal, it doesn't excite you that much, so you just rather be lazy and to not even try out and put effort into it, you get what I mean? So yeah, basically that's what I was not just like putting a goal, but putting like a big goal, you get what I mean? I remember like say, yeah, I'm going to become rich, so I was giving my very best to do that, you get what I mean? I remember what I was doing, dropshipping. I ended up not making money with that just because of some problems, but we were super close. I remember to work like a lot of hours a day. A lot of hours. I was not like playing video games. I was just like 15 years old because I really had a big goal. I really wanted to achieve big things. That just because I had a big goal. Like to become rich basically. You know what I mean? So it's just not a goal, and it doesn't, yeah. The thing is like, it's just like have a big goal that's more, I recommend more a clear goal. At the time I didn't have that much of a clear goal. To become rich kind of make vague. Become rich, maybe you want to say, this amount of money per month, you get what I mean? But what helped me the most is not even having like, it's was basically having the big goal, not the goal, but the big goal. The big goal that helped me, you got what I mean? Okay, you probably have a mental belief saying to you that you shouldn't like have a big goal because you think that if you set a big goal to become rich or to make this amount of money, like in 2 years, you're gonna be disappointed because you did not achieve it, and you think that you cannot achieve it. Becoming rich is just an example, could be another thing, but we had this mental belief. The first thing I want to tell you here is that there's no benefit in not believing that you can. Of course, I don't recommend to put your expectations into it. I don't put my expectations into the goal, so when I don't achieve it, I know that I'm going to achieve them, but I know when I don't achieve it straight away, I don't get disappointed. But yeah, so basically, just understand there's no benefit into not believing. It's not like at least thinking that at least acting like you believe, basically doing the things that you have to do to achieve that thing, you get what I mean? There's basically no benefit in not believing that you can. There's no benefit. What's the benefit? Like, tell me, what's the benefit of not believing? Do you actually like people that don't believe that they can achieve big things? Do you like? Because I don't like to be around people that don't think that they can achieve big things. I personally don't like. Maybe you like. That's not a problem for you. But if you're watching this video, most likely you don't like people that don't think big. So if you are the same way, bro, you have to change yourself. And I don't actually think that there's a lot of people that actually believe that are watching these types of videos that actually believe that can achieve big things, you get what I mean? So I hope that you don't have that mental belief. I truly hope that you don't have that. And the second thing that I already told you is basically don't put expectations into it, okay? Never put expectations. What's the point? The point here is to set the goal, is not put the expectations. Don't put expectations. I'm not saying that don't put expectations because maybe you're not going to achieve it. There's always like a chance that you're not going to achieve it, but if you actually work hard and do everything right, it's pretty hard to not achieve it. But sometimes what happens, this is what a lot of times happens, is that sometimes you just don't achieve that goal in that specific time that you thought that you were going to achieve. But it's still good to set a big goal, even though maybe you most likely will not achieve it. Because if you set a smaller goal, you're going to end up, for example, this is just an example. Imagine your goal for the end of this year is to make 10K a month. Basically, there's two people. One sets a goal at the end of this month for 10K a month, and 1K a month. Both are basically the same person, just two versions of the same person, but they are doing everything the same. But the thing is, one ended up making 4K a month and one ended up making 1K a month. Who ended up winning? The guy that set the goal to make 1K a month and ended up making 1K a month, or the guy that set up a goal to make 10K a month but ended up just making 4K a month? The thing here, I think you already understood, is that when you set a big goal, you are more likely to achieve more, even if you don't achieve that. You're not going to like achieve the 10K, but at least are like at 4K. You understand what I mean? So it's always better to set a big goal. You get what I mean? Because that's going to help you to achieve more. Because then you're like okay, so if I have to achieve 10K a month, now you kind of have a different mindset towards the things. Maybe like automatically you're going to work harder for that goal just because your goal is to make 10K a month and not just 1K a month. You get what I mean? So yeah, understand just don't put expectations on it, and understand like setting a big goal is actually more beneficial. Okay, so what you're going to do right now is to pick up a paper. Do it right now, you get what I mean? Let me see if I have a paper right here. I don't think I actually have though. Fuck, I don't have to give an example, but yeah. Just pick up a paper, something like that, and set up a big goal, okay? Whether it's money, whether it's on a career, like whatever the thing is, just set up a big goal for the end of this year. Set up that big goal that you most likely probably not going to achieve. Maybe you're not going to achieve it, but you already know you're going to be closer to it if you set a bigger goal than a smaller goal, okay? Pick up the paper right now, write it down, okay? I'm going to give you 5 seconds. There's water here to drink, bro. Yeah, there's water to heat to drink. Oh my fucking god. Bro, set up that, bro. So I hope you already done that. If you didn't, just pause the video and continue watching the video, okay? But it's very important, okay? Very, very, very important. So yeah, set up the goal, and this is the second step. It helps you a lot. Just have the clear goal. Now you're like, okay, I have to work hard to achieve this thing. I'm most likely you're going to be less lazy now. The third step is to create a schedule, a routine. So I remember, like, I don't remember exactly the first time, but I remember when I started having a routine. I remember that was just like way more easy for me to be productive, to not be lazy, and my day was more fun. I remember like, I was saying, okay, I'm going to do this at this time, and then after school, I put like I put the blocks of when I was going to school, and I was like, oh, I'm going to put this, or maybe my workout here, I remember to do that. It was like kind of funny, bro. It just was very good and really helped me. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I recommend to you. You know what I mean? Just create a schedule, have a routine. You know what I mean? And maybe like you're like, oh, I don't need a routine. You need. I'm gonna give you an example, an analogy for you to understand. That's kind of stupid to not have like a routine. Imagine you're going on a road trip, okay, to a place that you have never been before. You've never went there before, so you don't know how to go there. Imagine you go there without like a GPS or a map. It's exactly the same thing. I mean, you're just going to waste your time, and you're going to go to the wrong place, and you're not gonna know where the fuck you are, and maybe you get there, maybe, but you wasted probably, maybe with a map or the GPS, you just require like 2 hours to get there. If you don't have a map, it requires like maybe 2 days. Or maybe like, not 2 days, maybe, but like 6 hours. It's the same thing. It's just the same thing, bro. You want to be productive, you want to stop being lazy, you want to not waste your time, and then you don't have a routine. And if you think that you don't waste time, you waste time. When you don't have a routine, and maybe even sometimes when you have a routine, you still waste time. There's people that still have a routine, and they still end up like wasting 2 hours. It's something that you really have to analyze. You get what I mean? But yeah, you kind of say like, yeah, if I was going on a road trip, I actually would like to have GPS there or a map. So if you want to go through your day and be productive, you want to go to know exactly where are you going. To not waste time, to not like just procrastinate more because you can decide, oh, will I work now or will I be lazy now? It doesn't make sense to not have a routine, bro. Schedule, whatever, the way you want to call it. And this is very interesting as well because David Goggins once said, with an disorganized mind, discipline doesn't fit in. And this applies as well for an disorganized day, a disorganized daily life. It leads to procrastinating more, to being more lazy. It leads to that you are not that much disciplined. David Goggins, the toughest man on the planet, said that. So you can understand, yeah, it makes sense. And the reason why I'm saying a schedule, because I was talking about don't waste time, is because as well, and you already probably understood that already, is that when you have a routine, it's just so more easier to not be lazy, to just do it, just to be more disciplined. That helped me a lot. Because it's so easy to be lazy when you don't have a routine. It's so easy to be lazy and to not go to the gym because imagine like, okay, I have 4 hours of work to do and I have to go to the gym. And I can decide, I don't have a routine, I can decide when I feel like it. So I'm going to wake up and instead of using those first hours, which are the best hours for me to work, I'm going to say, but I don't want to do. And then, yeah, I'll do it later. And then you maybe do a little bit, but it's kind of like a shit. You get done the work, but you distract yourself so much. And then you delay the gym and then you just do that at 7 p.m. and you're like, no, and the workout was kind of a shit. You're just going to end up being lazy. And this is interesting, you know what I mean? Because I told that I delayed the homework for the entire week. If I just had a routine, okay, do the homework before lunch or after lunch, but I didn't, so I just ended up delaying it. Bro, it's a problem. Okay, so how do you do this? Okay, so how practically do you create your schedule, okay? So basically what you're going to do right now is you're going to pick up a paper, the same paper. You have some papers, you already picked up a paper to set up your goals. Now you're going to pick up a paper to just grab some paper you have there. And just right now, just start writing down, okay, this is the time that I'm going to wake up every single day. This is the time that I'm going to go to the gym every single day. Basically, for everything that you're going to do, just set up the time. Okay, so wake up at this time, and I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth from this time to this time, and I do all that autistic shit. No blank space. No, like, I'm not gonna put here, no. Always put like something to do. Even if it's just like watching a movie with my family, whatever. Or with friends, whatever. Set up everything as much repetitive as you possibly can, because when it is always different, for example, for our ancestors, when the environment was different, when they had to eat in a different time, that gave stress to them. You get what I mean? So the more repetitive is your day, the more it's not super different, the more you just feel better. That's from experience. I feel that, you get what I mean. And as well, there's I'm just giving some proofs for you to understand why creating a repetitive routine is beneficial. You get what I mean. And it's super beneficial. Just productivity in general, but like it's so more easy to not procrastinate, to not be lazy when it's so repetitive. If it's like super different, even if it's a routine, it is way easier for me to be lazy, you get what I mean? And the reason why you should as well always go to sleep and wake up at the same time, because there's actually some new studies, I think it was in Huberman, saying that actually to get the best sleep quality, it's not about quantity, it's about consistency. So yeah, so create a repetitive routine, always at the same time. So you're probably not going to be perfect, and I understand that, but try your very best. Even in the weekends, I'm talking about even in the weekends, because if your bedtime is completely destroyed, especially like the 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. So if everything's destroyed, like your bedtime, and you're just gonna be sleep deprived, I don't know. It's kind of a shit, but yeah. So yeah, just write down everything right now. Right now. Maybe do this just after I finish the video, okay? Or maybe you can start doing that as well while I'm speaking, okay? Do all of that, and yeah. This is basically like the 3 main things that helped me to stop being lazy, you get what I mean? Maybe I'm still going to be lazy sometimes, but once you have the basics, basically, these 3 steps, bro, unless you're like extremely lazy, even if you're extremely lazy, to be honest, because I was extremely lazy. And with just this, it was just, I actually like, yeah, I did the work. I was not lazy anymore. Maybe like sometimes, but you get what I mean? So yeah, know exactly what you're going to do. Get the big goal so that you know, like, oh, I have to work hard for this shit, you get what I mean? You don't have to say to anybody, but just set up that big goal, write down on the paper and put on your walls, whatever, the way you want to do it. And then create your schedule, your routine, and it should be as much repetitive as you possibly can. You do that, you're gonna stop being lazy most of the times. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Hope I helped you better, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, bye. I forgot to say subscribe in the beginning of the video, but subscribe.